Alright guys, this is another video from our series on how some of these trucking companies definitely take advantage of their drivers and treat them like trash and just not as they should. And it's not about if it's a second chance company or first chance company. Even if it's a second chance company, no driver should be making $500 a week and they on the road for 70 hours. That's lower than minimum wage now. That's keep it a buck. And I feel like drivers that accept stuff like that or think that's okay, they are harming the industry as well. These companies do, I'm not going to say steal because I did not see any like lawsuits from Western Express and stuff like that, but they pay you really, really, really low, kind of like not even a livable wage. Like to go to Western Express, you're going to have some money on the side. You're going to be doing some things on the side, unless you're at their Walmart dedicated account. I did hear if you train or if you're doing a Walmart dedicated account, they can make you some money. Well, I hope I said dedicated. That can make you some money, but they also will take you off of it. So I don't know if they're trying to make you stay under a certain amount, because some companies do like to keep you under a certain amount for some reason. I don't know if it's because like it's sometimes they don't mess up their average, but shoot, what's wrong with making $1,200 a week? Now, I will add that Western Express is a second chance company, but like I said, that doesn't mean that you should only be making $500 a week. Maybe $9,000, because that's definitely not a lot of money. Maybe $9,000 or $1,000, I could see that. But $500 and their equipment has been said to be very, very bad. Very bad. I remember when I was just researching for my CDL license, I ran across this video. I think it's been taken down now, but it was hilarious. Of this driver talking about Western Express and how like he used to be driving, but every truck would be dented that they would give them, and people would be like pointing at him while he was driving, like, look at him, get away from that truck, da da da. And like, that's true about Western Express. It's really true. Like, that's the bottom of the barrel. You only go there if that's your only option. Like, you can't pass a hair follicle test. You got a whole bunch of, stuff on your DAC report or by bad driving record. But they don't take everybody. They take a lot of people, but they don't take everybody.
Righty. Part 2 of things I could say about Western Express. The bad side. So they called me in, they called me up there to come up there, they sent me on a fucking Greyhound. That was a long ass ride. I don't like riding no bus. The terminal they sent me to was fucking raggedy as a bitch. They had me in a nice hotel. I could at least appreciate that. I appreciate that one. I should have put that one on, a good one. All 3 days they give you like a Subway card to eat food. I don't really fuck with Subway. I don't like Subway. And they fed us pizza at the orientation. With some other bad shit, did not want to let me go home. I would do my miles. They would not let me go home. My dispatch manager was a fucking asshole sometimes. If it's safe, if it's 60, 70 mile an hour winds, they still want you to drive. If you say, I'm not going to drive, they want to talk shit. They send me out there in fucking 20 feet of snow type shit. Like, they will try to put you in bad predicaments. They will try to have you cut corners when your hours run down. They will try to put you in some badass situations. Their equipment. The day I did get my truck, one truck full of hair, dog hair. I don't fuck with no dog hair. I got dogs at home, but my dogs do not shed that little ass, them little ass hairs. I don't like those fucking hairs. That shit get on your food and. Once it's in the truck, it would never go away. The biggest thing, the pay was shit. I would work, drive 25 to 3,000 miles faithfully from Cali to Oregon, Oregon back to Cali, Cali to fucking Utah back down. In a week, fucking $600, $700 checks. Then when I did get a chance to do dedicated with Walmart, them bitch ass hating ass niggas took me off so fast. Why? Because they wanted me to continue doing those 900-mile, 1,000-mile runs in 2 days instead of trying to run it up with Walmart. Walmart was faithfully paying me $1,000 a week.
That's a daggone shame. That's what I was saying about the equipment and the bad pay. You gotta really listen up. Like I said, it's pretty much like a bottom of the barrel company, but it's a company that you go to, when you gotta do what you pretty much gotta do. Oh, and if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe. It really helps the YouTube push it out in the algorithm.
I see a lot of people asking about Western Express. We're gonna start by saying this: if you can pass a hair follicle test, a urinalysis, and you ain't got no record, There's no way you should even consider Western Express. See, me, the only reason I was there was because when I got out of the military, I was smoking weed. I was smoking weed, and I can't pass no hair follicle. Well, I can now, but that's why I'm not there no more. But if you can pass all them, go somewhere else. The recruiter's gonna tell you anything you want to hear. They said they're gonna feed you, put you in a room. They fed you oatmeal in fruit cups with a bottle of water. They put you in a motel room with a stranger you don't even know. Girl, you don't get paid for orientation. When I got on the road by myself, I quickly realized them GPSs ain't shit. They sent me through a low bridge area, cut my truck off in the middle of the road. I had to flag down the police to come help me, like the direct traffic, because they completely cut my God damn, get it right. They completely shut my truck down in the middle of like the street. It was like a rural ass country town. Like if you make one little you knocking somebody's mirror off. They be trying to avoid tolls, I think, because they'll take you out the highway. You still got like 100 miles to go. They'll take you out the highway and send you through like a neighborhood or some shit. They sent me through a neighborhood one time, the low bridge area. It was like 13.9 and 13.6. Girl, I was so damn scared. Oh yeah, my paychecks, I don't put you on my business because y'all don't think I'm a broke bum bitch, and I'm not. Thank you. My paychecks was like $600, $700. That's so embarrassing. And you start off getting paid 40 cents a mile, and they told me something, we got a aggressive pay increase. 2 months later, I got 2 cents, so I got 42 cents a mile. If you can go somewhere else, go somewhere else.
Now, as you see, that $600 that they talk about is very consistent with pretty much everybody now putting in these videos. And the bed equipment is very consistent, so it's not like something that just somebody say. And no orientation pay is freaking crazy. The Greyhound is still crazy, but at the end of the day, they can go find their own transportation and see if they might reimburse them a little bit. Some of the companies, they will reimburse you a little bit if you do a rental car, like up to the bus ticket and stuff like that. And shutting your truck off? Wow. But a little question I have for you guys is, if Western Express is the worst company, it's the last chance, it's the last resort, you don't go there unless something is wrong with you and your driving record, why do they have so many drivers? They have like 3,500 drivers. It's a lot of Western Express trucks on the road, going down the road. Somebody said that they have like 50 people in orientation like every week. Like, that's a lot. So is it something wrong with the trucking just in general, or is it the people that's trying to get into trucking? Is that the problem? Because why does everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of, I would say like 33% of people have to go to Western Express?
You first get out of Roadmasters, what company did you first go to?
I went to Western Express.
Okay, tell us.
So,
I know your backstory, Richard Smith. Don't go too hard on them because I don't want them to come for me. But how was your experience? What's your opinion and your ideology of Western Express? Your personal opinion.
All right, so Western Express it really is the bottom of the map. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the bottom of the bucket. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even trash talking them, but it really is the bottom of the bucket when it comes to trucking companies. From the moment of getting you out there, they want to send you on a Greyhound bus. They don't want to pay for a flight or anything. They don't want to get you a rental car. Food, they give you a bag breakfast with a fruit, a bottle of water, and a Nutri-Grain bar. You know what I'm saying? That's breakfast.
Yeah.
And for lunch, they have a food truck that comes around and it feeds you. I mean, the food on the food truck was okay. Not gonna lie, it was okay.
Yeah.
But dinner, we got $7 McDonald's cards or $7 Subway cards. Bro, what is $7 getting you at Subway in 2023?
Yeah.
You're not even getting half the sandwich. You still got to add on money for tax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like training, non-existent for me. For me, my experience, no training at all. We were stuck in Laredo for 5 days. He didn't teach me how to back up not once. I was doing flatbed. I had little to no flatbed experience. Once I finally did get on the road after 1 week of training, I was with my trainer for 2.5 weeks, but it was really considered 1 week of training. Bro, I had to watch a YouTube video for everything I was securing. They were Western Express. They haven't reached out to me yet. So my DM.
I was going to tell you my experience with Western Express. I had no clue about truck driving, didn't know nothing about no companies, didn't know the reputation of companies, didn't know nothing. The only thing I was excited about was driving. And when I got out of truck driving school, they said, we're going to put you with Western Express, and I was just so excited. And so here I go to Nashville to do the orientation, and I should have known right there, man. There was like 50 people in this room. It's crowded. The lunches they fed you was awful. The people there was so rude. And after the orientation, they put us in a motel room. So I'm waiting like a couple of weeks on my trainer to get there to pick me up. And by that time, you're spending so much money eating out every night, just waiting. And when he does get there, I jump up in the truck. He's a real awesome guy. I still talk to him this day. Real cool guy. And after his clock was up, he let me get over in the driver's seat. And I figured he'd sit over in the passenger seat and just, train me. That's what he was there to do, train me. No, this guy goes in the back of the sleeper, shuts the curtain, and lets me drive. Mind you, I'd never drove a truck on the interstate no more to do my driving test. And he let me drive my whole clock. Never talked to him. He went back there and went to bed. Never talked to him no more. Anyway, that was my first little experience. My second one was a lumper fee. If you don't know what lumper fee is, it means the company you pay people to unload your trailer. And so I get unloaded. I go in there and sign for the lumper fee. Well, that week when I got my paycheck, they had took a $300 lumper fee out of my paycheck, and I wasn't getting paid like $400 or $500 from Western Express. I almost starved to death working there, but they took $300 out of my paycheck, and I'm like, look, this ain't my load. This is my money you're messing with. I shouldn't have to pay somebody to unload your load. They're like, well, you messed up your paperwork or something happened. I was like, well, let's make it right. That's a lot of money. And they're like, no, we're just learn from this. I said, learn from it. I said, that was the first and last time they screwed me on my money. So I was in Atlanta. I told them, I was like, look, I ain't going to take no more loads for you. I'm taking your truck to Nashville to drop it off. I'm quitting y'all. Y'all screwed me out $300. I'm done. They said, well, if you drive from Atlanta to Nashville, we're going to take that diesel out of your check. I said, take it out. Y'all took my money anyway. So go ahead, take it. But that was my experience, man. Plus, they leave you stranded everywhere. You can't never get a hold of nobody. It's just a really terrible company to work for. If you can, avoid Western Express at all costs.
Now that's really, really messed up in him to take that lump of fee from him as a trainee, and he wasn't even properly trained. That's what I'm saying. They don't even properly train you on certain stuff and then expect for you to know it. The same stuff happened to me at Tyson. I never mentioned it because it was a big deal, but it wasn't like a huge deal for me because I wasn't making no $500 in a week. Now I wouldn't stay in no company and making $500 a week, but they did take my lump of fee out my first time. I ain't gonna say it was my first reefer company. It was my first time doing it on my own because at Prime, I wasn't finna do 30,000, 50,000 miles with them. So I ain't even get so low at Prime or whatever. But yeah, so they took my it was like $400 because they was like, I was going places there because Tyson owns so many different companies. Like the lump of fees would be humongous, like probably more than like an average company. It'll be humongous because they got like 30 different companies. So they were charging them a lot and they took it out mine. But I never even mentioned it to them like, oh, can I get my money back? Because I mean, it just was what it was. But that was messed up as a trainee. So Western Express has about a 3-star rating, which is not horrible. The average trucking company rating is about 3.5. Sometimes you'll find 3.7, 4.0, and stuff like that. So it's not horrible, but it's definitely not the best. All right, so this driver said Western Express is definitely a horrible place to work. They will hire anyone. They don't really care about who they hire, but they want you to give 110% without paying you anything. And it probably sums up what everybody else is saying, but nobody said well, he's the only one that's saying they want you to give 110%. Everybody else was just saying that. Well, the other guy did. He said he was doing like 900 miles a day, and it was like paying like $500 a week. So we got another driver here saying that it's a horrible company and that the pay is just really, really bad and inconsistently. Well, I guess she should have said consistently bad. Poor pay, no communication from management, horrible home time, absolutely would not recommend. Another driver said, horrible place to work, very unprofessional, your miles will get calculated wrong, and your check will likely be messed up. That's really a common thing in the industry, but it's like I said, like, what are we going to do about this? Why do drivers keep on having to be going to Western Express? That's the real question here. And why do they think it's okay? Of course, they probably think, like I said with Swift, they probably thinking they doing a good job. All these drivers keep on trying to come over here. But I know they probably not dumb. They know why drivers coming over there, and they take it to their advantage. Like, they are using drivers, and the drivers are using them as well. So don't forget, if you have a good company that you think drivers might be interested in, leave it in the comment section, or you can email it to truckerbreakroom@gmail, truckerbreakroomviewers@gmail.com. And like I said, if you want to make money online, make an extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, it's really up to you and what you put in. I know drivers that's making like, not drivers, I know YouTubers that's making like over $10,000 a month. So anyway, if you need help building up your YouTube, just join the membership. It comes with a free 15-minute call. I thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. And don't forget to like, comment, and share with anybody that you think might want to see this.